Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. Happy New Year. I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year. It's going to be a very good time. This, like the Christmas uh, party, was mainly for those of us who, want to celebrate with each other, and even more so for those of us who uh, unfortunately might not have anyone. I know how that feels because there was a 10-year period of time in between my first and second wife. And sometimes it was really, really hard to spend time with my son for a lot of different reasons. So I tended to work a lot. So um, then as time went on, I tended to be the low man on the totem pole at different hospitals as a temporary doctor. So I always got the holidays and never got any time with my family. So I want to welcome onto the stage my guest for today, aspiring alchemist. Hey, AA, how you doing?
Hi, doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm here with all of you. Want to say hello to everyone. Larry Singh, Seven Stacks, Miss Aloha, Road Kilo, Captain Vic, Grumpy Grasshole, Frosty. Hey, Frosty's here. How about that? Long Live Coins. I thought he was going to be having, dinner and dancing with the missus. Ron Pierce, Silverman, Tim, and is there anyone else I've missed? Otis. I just want to say hello, everyone, because I get distracted a little bit later on, and I'm going to ask my mods to please say hi to everyone. David Carlisle, who shouted Frosty and I out last night when Frosty was doing his impromptu live stream. Uh, for some reason, I was having a glitch with it. Goomba Gary, Lulu Lucky, uh, Gatita Oso, uh, Maple Leaf, Mike, Crafty Stacker, Joey, Yoxnav, DTS, Ron Pierce, Broke Stacker, Ellie. Uh, my computer's acting stupid again. Dave's not here, man. Member for 2 months. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Doug Harding and Bozo, Space Miner. Always good to see you. Joseph Lopez. And I think we got everybody. So welcome to the live stream. Mainly this, I'm going to keep this kind of short. I want to do it for no more than 2 hours. Preferably try to stay closer to an hour. And just wish all of you a happy new year. And let me tell you this, Baba Wawa. Welcome, Barbara. I love that name. I say it all the time. I miss Gilda Radner. So
Yeah.
she was awesome. She was
Hmm.
awesome, and she really loved her husband Gene. So you can't help but to love her. I'm seeing someone say hi to Long Lived. Is Long Live Coins here? If I missed you, sorry about that, brother. So this is about the end of 2025. And what a wild ride. What do you think, AA?
It was wild. Oh my gosh. Silver alone was just, I mean, what? Didn't it more than double?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I expected it to go up, but I didn't expect it by that much. In fact, I did a video. $2 super chat, David Carlisle. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I didn't expect that. I don't think anybody expected what happened.
No.
We always suspected that them shorting the silver market, they'd get their hands caught in the cookie jar sooner or later We just didn't expect to know when that was exactly going to happen,
Right.
but it sure did. And wow, first thing you know, China, India, they're mandating physical delivery. They do not want cash. They do not want fiat money. They want the real McCoy.
Yep.
So next thing you know, LBMA is going down.
Mm-hmm.
Then they turn to Comex to help them fill their orders. Comex is going down. Uh, then you got China and India who's hoarding the silver.
Yeah.
And as of tomorrow, China is going to make it harder to export. They got to have special permission from the Chinese government to export silver. Do you really think they're going to allow that much to leave? But yet they were taking it from us. And on top of it, what happened this last weekend? We went from 70-ish to 80-ish dollars per ounce while the Asian markets opened up. And you don't think that that's an intent to try to take the physical possession of the silver? You know, some people are saying that, there's going to be a heck of a pullback and China's going to get caught with their underwear down.
I don't know. Well, it could happen.
Well, you got big boys like J.P. Morgan and Morgan Chase and all that. They've been playing this short game for decades. My concern is, what if they don't care? Because to them, holding the physical, and they need it in industry and they need it in military. What if we're going into a war, an actual physical war? Or even just a cyber war. Cyber war, they're going to need the silver also. So, honestly, can the big boys like J.P. Morgan and all them pull a fast one on them? I guess so. They've been playing that game for years. But the other side of the coin is, China wants to lead the world in AI. They want to lead the world in technology. They've pretty much been playing that card for a long time, and they've been playing the long game.
Mm-hmm. They're good at that.
Our administration's last 4, maybe 8 years. And people like China and Russia, maybe India too, I don't know much about them. Their governments tend to last a whole lot longer, so they can afford to play the long game. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I certainly don't have a crystal ball. I'm not omnipotent, and I don't have any of Solomon's wisdom. So, we are in for a very interesting time of it in 2026. And the thing I can tell you all is I'm not a financial advisor. I won't give you advice. I can tell you what I'm doing. I do me, you do you. And I'm holding on as tight as I can to what I got. I haven't been buying that much simply because, like I had said before, I have been not getting a whole lot of work. Mad Stacker, welcome. Let me do something here. Hold on. Talked briefly with Matt a little bit ago. And I'm going to put this in the chat.
Good to see you, Mad.
So let's get this pinned.
There it is.
Okay, I pinned an invitation to the stage. So, Matt, if you want to come up on board like we talked about, you're welcome. Just go ahead and hit the pin. So there you go. Basically, as I mentioned, I've been hit with breast cancer, and the chemo has knocked me around, and a lot of hospitals don't want to hire a 1099 independent contractor who is being affected by chemotherapy. But my last dose was December 1st, and I have a surgery coming up for January 7th, which is Orthodox Christmas. Um, it teaches me a lesson for making a joke and calling my mastectomy my Christmas present. But I've been working hard at trying to get some content out, and I want to set it up so that it's ready to go. So if I'm laying in the bed trying to heal from post-surgical blues, then you guys will have stuff that I've already prepared. So released one yesterday. Had a wonderful experience. Let me tell you what happened. I get a phone call from Jeff at Goldbacks, who I've never talked to before. And he said that we like what you're doing with Goldbacks. We like your approach to it, and we want to make you a merchant, which means if people want to, let's say you all want to buy one of my pours, and you want to pay in Goldbacks instead of PayPal, that's allowable because I'm allowed to be a merchant. And they sent me a Goldback as a thank you for signing up. But then they sent me Arizona 5 different denominations: the half, the 1, the 2, half, 1, 2, and a 5. Okay, 4 denominations. And I did a video and released that yesterday. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time. So, and of course, my buddy Frosty, he doesn't like Goldbacks that much. He thinks they're just there for prettiness and no other function. And he shows this graph that says that they got to go through something he calls the chasm. And if for a lot of different things, for any sort of invention, and we'll see what happens. I think that they're going to do fine because they're gaining different states and they're looking at different marketing techniques, including what used to be part of their company, Alpine Gold. And Alpine Gold is doing other things. They're doing vaulting. They've got a debit card type of thing where you can vault your gold and your silver, and you can lease out your gold and silver. And if you want, you can use a debit card against it. So it sounds like it's a good option, and certainly you're not using a credit card. So I am looking into that. I'm still mainly if you don't hold it, you don't own it type of guy. But I do think hyperfractional gold is a good avenue to go because you'll run into some people that understand constitutional silver and they'll be willing to barter with you. Then you're going to run into some people, they won't understand it, and because it doesn't say silver, they'll want to see something preferably of a sovereign coin, maybe Canada, maybe ours. It says silver on it, and that'll be fine. And then I think there's going to be a third type of merchant that says, I don't want your silver, I want your gold, and I'm not going to barter with you unless I get gold. Well, what if you're just buying a bunch of eggs or some bread or whatever? I'm not going to give them a hunk of gold. I can't eat that much bread. So, that's the reason for the Goldback. I don't see them as stacking. I see them as a transactional pawn trying to get people to allow me to get what I need in an SHTF situation. And Frosty and I, it's one of the few things we disagree on. It's a friendly disagreement, but we disagree on. And I think that he has it wrong. but he thinks that I have it wrong. We'll see. Only time will tell. And I would love to. I don't know what the right word is because I don't really consider it stacking. This I consider stacking, but I don't really consider it collecting because I'm not getting it for the pretty pictures. Otherwise, I'd just be getting one of this and one of that. I guess
Right.
the right word would be gathering, maybe. I'm gathering goldbacks for the purpose of having them as pawns on my SHTF chessboard. But everybody has to do their own thing. And like I had said to so many people before, I do me, you do you. And everybody's not in the same ballpark. I had a lot more disposable income before, the the sepsis and later the cancer and chemotherapy got me. And so
Yeah.
my purchasing ability has gone way down. I am up, by the way, on the road to getting one of 3 different jobs. They don't pay as much. They're not going to be as busy. And to be honest with you, I've really enjoyed hanging out with the wife.
Mm-hmm.
She really is a cool girl. You've talked to her.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of really enjoy hanging out with her. So if I get an ER job that is from a hospital that is really super slow, I'm all for that. I don't want to kick my butt and be away from home. I want to earn a little bit and maybe stack a little bit, but I want to have some more time with the girl.
Exactly.
You
And
know,
that's as it should be while you're trying to heal.
well, not only trying to heal, but she tolerated me. I remember in the early years I was married to her, I had 4 employers, especially on this one month.
Oh man.
Yeah, I told you I'm a workaholic.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and says, "Why are you doing that?" And I said, "Because of you." She says, "I didn't ask you to do that." I said that you didn't need to. I wanted to prove to you that I'm worthy of you. So if I can bust my butt, work hard, and provide for you, then I deserve you. And, classic male mentality, because men show their love by doing, aka working and fixing stuff and all that.
Right.
Women show their love by relating, talking, interacting, emotional stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
She sees me trying to. In fact, what she told me was, I've never seen a guy like you before. So what are you talking about? I thought she was going to be throwing me a dig. Says you set your eyes on something, and you go and go until you get it. You accomplish your goal. I said, I've never seen a man so goal oriented, so devotional to attaining his goals. So let me get better lighting here. There you go. Now we can see a little bit more shine. So the reason I bring this up is because when I was working things like 4 jobs, I wasn't home that much.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that I didn't want to be home. I wanted to prove that I was worthy of having a good girl like her. And you ever hear of a song called Buy Me a Rose?
I don't think so.
Kenny Rogers.
Oh, okay.
Buy Me a Rose. It's about a man who loves his wife but doesn't show it very much because he's a workaholic. And I was driving home one day, a 4-hour road trip back home from working, listened to it, tried singing it. I can never sing it. Not because I can't sing, but because that song is exactly me. So I would break down and start crying. I drove into Kroger's and bought her 80 roses.
Oh.
And I walked into the house with all these roses, and she said, "What did you do?" And then I told her about the song and that I couldn't even complete the song because why? I said, "It's me. That is exactly me." And I said, "I love you, and I just haven't been so good to you." So I heard the song and I overcompensated and buy you a rose. I bought you 80 of them. So why do I mention this? Because when I was working as a workaholic and always on the low end because I was the temporary doctor, uh, I never got a whole lot of holidays with her. And
Oh.
most of my holidays was spent in an emergency room with a bunch of nurses that I worked with, but they weren't my buddies. Um, I wasn't with my son. I wasn't with my wife. I wasn't with anyone. And as this holiday season was coming up, I started thinking about everybody who, maybe their family's gone. Maybe they're the last one in the family. Maybe there's stress and strife and people who don't talk to each other, or maybe they had a great time with their family, but they just want to hang out with their buddies on YouTube. So I did a Christmas party for that purpose, and I'm doing a New Year's party for that purpose as well. So that's what I get. I get it, Tiger. I missed many holidays working for medical industry too. You must be my sister, L. Actually, no, you're better than my sister. And my sister, she is the silverback gorilla.
Oh.
You do not want to mess with that girl. She is nothing more than a psychopath.
Whoa.
And she will hurt. Unfortunately, there's a little truth to that joke. I love you too, El. Love you too, Joseph. And Miss Aloha, I love you too. And of course, my very dear friend and one of my very first mods, AA.
Oh, who's that?
You.
I know, I'm just teasing.
I used to hang out when I first started this channel. I would be doing things work related and on my spreadsheet and maybe even writing the newest version of my death letter. And I'd be listening to different YouTubers, and there you were on telling everyone to come to my channel. I'm like, oh, and she doesn't even know I'm here. So I never forgot that.
Aw.
You've always had my back. So I've always had a special place for you, a special place for Elle. Baba Wawa is earning her new special place. She's one of my very new mods. And Space Miner, now that man is highly intelligent, self-taught. I enjoy talking to him. Space Miner, we got to do another video of something related to precious metals and science. I've had a great time with that. Now, I did want to point out that on our members and later on our subscriber live streams, I was trying to get all of you to give me ideas what to do for upcoming projects. And I didn't get a whole lot of ideas put out there, but I did listen to what little bit I was given. So one of them came from Aspiring Alchemist. And let's see here. I've got Good Managing Mod also. Freaking Awesome is freaking awesome. Yes, he is freaking awesome. So I have heard back from one of the staff members at Zhang Enterprises.
Oh, good.
And Lynette is willing to come back onto to the channel to do another interview. And this one is going to be involving my dear friend, attorney Chris Pritt, who has now announced his candidacy for West Virginia State Senate. So I want to introduce him to as many people as possible, because as a delegate in the House of Delegates, he was not very successful getting sound money legislation passed. The bankers in West Virginia got it shut down. And, they want us involved in fiat currency. They want us involved in debt instruments. And we need to be in this. Just enough in the fiat currency to pay your bills. And well, I'll check on that right now. I am seeing 51 likes, so there'll be. Let me go through that real quick, because I want to make sure that I say this accurately. Someone pinged me. Who pinged me? Frostbite. He says he'll try to come up shortly. He must have got done dancing with the wife. So, let me see here. Let me go back. And we'll go to manage. And
did you talk yet about what you're going to do with the legs today?
I'm bringing that up right now. Okay. The rules to this party. Let me see if I can bring that up here real quick. Hopefully I can share screen and my computer won't act goofy on me again. And it's buggering out on me. Okay. Try a slightly different approach. Although there's no guarantee when this computer wants to bugger out, it buggers out. And it's fighting me. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Why don't I do this? Can you keep everyone entertained? I'm going to restart my computer up. That means I'll be leaving the stage until it resets, and then I'll be back.
Okay.
And then I should be able to get the computer to obey my commands. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, speaking of computers doing rotten things, like, has anyone else been experiencing this? It's like ever since whatever the latest Windows update was, every time I get on my computer, this window just takes over the whole screen. And it's like trying to force me to get this McAfee antiviral software. And it is just, oh my God, I nearly threw my computer across the room today. It's just so aggravating. So the only way I can manage to get the computer working again is to just completely shut it down and restart it until it pulls that crap again. Is anyone else experiencing that? Yeah, that's yeah, I hear you, Joseph. I do mainly use my phone for that reason. And it's a PC, my computer, whereas my phone is Apple. And I'm thinking my next computer is going to be Apple, because this is just crap. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I've had a Mac computer before and I liked it so much better. I've tried going into settings, but I can't figure out. I cannot figure out what to do. I've tried Googling it. They give me all these instructions that I can't seem to figure out how to follow, and I just don't know what to do. But it's getting time to replace it anyway, so if I could get some get a dividend from President Trump, then I could do that. Yeah. Yeah, Larry, that was smart. Go Mac and don't go back. There you go. I just coined their new marketing campaign. Maybe they'll pay me lots of money for that. Tiger is so funny. He tells me at the last minute, "Okay, I want you to join me on the live today," and he's just like expects me to just be ready, and I'm like, "Okay, I gotta walk my dogs." I'm West Coast, by the way. I gotta walk my dogs before it gets dark, and I usually walk them for 30 minutes. Well, he gave me so little time. I was rushing through their walk. Every time one of them would stop to sniff, I was like, "There's no time for that. Stop." And we got in an 18-minute walk, and then I ran into the house just in time for the live stream to start. But yeah, he's a spur of the moment kind of guy. Yeah. You didn't get a very long walk, did you? No. And now she seems to think she deserves a TREAT. Okay, let's see. Let me see what Ken says here. Simple fix. Simple fix. Delete the McAfee startup in your startup folder. Okay. Wish I could take a picture of that. Take a screenshot. But my phone's busy. Delete the McAfee startup in your startup folder. Let me write that down. Delete the McAfee startup in your startup folder. Okay. Okay, hopefully I can figure that out. Thank you very much for that. Hi, Steve LaPointe. How you doing? Oh, Tiger's taking a bit. I think this is going to be an amazing year. I really do. I think it's going to start out really crazy. I think there's a whole lot of crap that's going to go down in the very beginning of the year. Some of it might be a little scary. But I feel like by April at least, if not sooner, things are going to start getting a whole lot better. That's my take. Yeah, Steve, that's the other thing. If I would have known, see, I don't get on my computer enough. And if I had have known that the computer was updating itself to Windows 11, I think you have like 30 days to get to say, no, I don't want that, and go back to Windows 10. But by the time I realized, it was too late. So now I'm pretty well stuck with it. Okay, Gary asked a question. Let's see. What does it say?
Okay, am I back?
There you are. There you are.
Okay. Frosty, how you doing?
Oh,
Good.
so
I only have a couple minutes. What's going on?
Hey, Gary.
Gary's
Well,
in the
for some reason, my computer glitched on me. It wants me to join my own channel and subscribe to myself.
Oh my gosh.
So fun. I almost came up, and then I decided to try shutting the computer down a second time, seeing if it would fix it. It did not fix it. So there you go. Not fun.
No.
And being an IT guru, I'm sure that you're all over this.
Oh, of course I am. That involves a phone call to some guy named Frostbite. It involves the word help.
Hey, I've lost my fan menu for the 30th time. Can you help me get it back?
Oh yeah. Hey, I sometimes am able to do that by myself, but if you ask me what I did, I don't know. I just kind of click everything that I can find, and then eventually it comes up. Same thing happened with my email. It magnified itself, and I had to scroll all over the page to be able to read an email from you. And I don't know what I did, but I fixed it. So sometimes even low tech tigers can sometimes go ahead and get it to work right. So go figure. But Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes, Happy
Yeah.
New Year.
Remember the movie Trading Places? What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. And he said, Merry New Year.
Merry New Year.
Merry New Year. Eddie Murphy.
Okay. Yeah, he was in that movie. I haven't thought about that movie in years. So basically, the way I remember the rules, which is what I was trying to do before my computer had a meltdown, was at 50. I think it was at 50 likes, I was going to give away a quarter, and at 100 likes, another quarter, and so forth and so on. So according to my goofy computer, I'm sitting at 58. So when we get close to the end of all this, we'll go ahead and give out a quarter for every 50 likes. So whoever wins, just keep in mind, send me a claiming email within
Can you still hear me?
2 days.
Nope.
Oh, dang it.
That was cruel. Absolutely cruel.
Hey. See? I said no.
She might have turned off her sound or playing with the software trying to fix something just because you played a practical joke.
I thought
Kinda
you
like
said
yesterday.
something about a dog, but I don't know.
What's that?
I thought you said something about a dog before, but I'm not sure.
A dog? No.
Yeah.
Although I might be willing to part with an extra silver if someone can answer me a quiz question. Yesterday, OC Stacker made mention that the wife's channel made mention of people who had lost their dogs, because we've had a number of friends whose dogs have died recently.
Lost your audio.
What's that?
I can hear you, bro.
Oh, hold on. She's in the basement. You back?
There we go.
And she's gone again. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's not me.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say Happy New Year to everyone. I'm going to get off. and that will free up whatever it is. Maybe that's doing whatever. So happy New Year, everyone. I
Happy
will
New Year
see
to you.
you.
Frosty's gone now.
I don't know what's going
I have no idea.
on. All right. See you later.
I had goofy things trying to stay on his channel yesterday. All right. Okay. Aspiring Alchemist, you there?
I'm in the basement.
No, you're not. You're up on stage.
Oh, I am. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I had an alarm go off on my phone and it just threw everything. So I had to get out and back in.
Oh, okay. I guess tonight is a night of technological wonders.
Apparently.
I think we're going to have a lot of issues because so many people are streaming right now.
That might be true,
Yeah,
Oh,
we're going to have some
right.
issues with
but I have no
audio and
idea
audio.
why YouTube's asking me to subscribe to myself.
Well, I don't know if you guys are tracking this, but I got a bail pretty quickly. If you use StreamYard, be aware that your billing cycle will change. It will no longer come under StreamYard. It's going to come under some other company starting tomorrow. Nothing on StreamYard will change, but it will. You should get notice on your StreamYard that a new company's taking over. They've actually merged. So there's something like the Creative Spoon or something like that is the name of the company. So if you're looking for it, some weird email comes across saying this new thing at StreamYard, it's authentic. Just be aware of it. You should see something when you first log into your live stream or your StreamYard account. There should be a banner up at the top, kind of like up in the area here. That'll
Okay.
tell you what's going on and what's happening. So if you haven't seen that, just understand that tomorrow it's no longer, it'll still be StreamYard, but it'll show up as something else. So just be tracking that, especially for finance.
Okay. Well, I paid them their $700 to $800, so that's got to be like a year's subscription.
Which is
So
ridiculous, but yes.
it is ridiculous. But I was willing to give them another year's worth of a try, simply because they gave me the option without me having to go through all the high tech gobbledygook that you do to stream simultaneously vertical and horizontal. So I'll give them another year. And if I continue to have issues like I did the year before, then I'll try another format. I do want to try messing with OBS under your tutelage. Whenever you get done making the wife happy, work with your tutelage to find out how I don't have to subscribe to myself. Well, here's a little kick in the pants. It must have fixed itself because it's now giving me the chance to watch myself on analytics, which you can't do when you have to subscribe to yourself. So go figure.
It might just be on your login for that. Your login might have expired. That might be why.
I wonder if it has to do with my internet, because I had internet problems yesterday while you were live streaming.
No, it shouldn't have anything to do with internet. It'll have to do with if it was out for a while, maybe it signed you out, but the internet would have nothing to do with you being signed into a browser.
Well, if you remember later on when we were talking after you finished live streaming, I went to my router, unplugged it, replugged it, which I shouldn't have to do.
But that has nothing to do with your computer and being logged in.
Okay.
They're separate entities.
Well, I am looking forward to getting Starlink attached to the house. I can't wait to get rid of Suddenlink/Optimum. So,
Nothing.
what's that?
It's not optimum.
No?
Optimal.
Optimal, yes.
Optimal. I had a brain fart. What happened to Gary?
He
I
fell
have
off
no
about the
idea.
same time I fell out.
Okay.
Okay. I got my rules back. At every 50 likes, I'll give away a silver quarter. you got to be within the United States. If you're outside the United States, you got to contact me and make arrangements. Um, let's see here, and that type of thing. How far have we been along? We've been at this for about 49 minutes. I wasn't planning on staying on a long time, simply because it was, I just wanted to hang out with all of you and, make it so that we could, just wish everyone a happy new year, give away a little bit of silver, talk about the craziness of what's been going on in the spot market for this year. Wait for my friend Frosty to tell me that I did a good job on my goldback video.
We talked about it yesterday.
I'm messing with you. Every time I mention goldbacks, you get red in the face. It's like you got sudden allergies.
No, that's not true. Again, goldbacks have their place. I'm not against goldbacks.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm against keeping them as a form of money. They're not wise money.
Yeah.
He and I are going to always have a disagreement. Only time will tell which one of us is correct. Me? Who said that?
I have to say I agree with Frosty though.
Oh, now
They're
come on.
They're a collectible item. They're pretty. They're nice. They're cool. They're very nicely done. But again, in order for the company to get this to work, they're having to identify other avenues to keep themselves afloat.
I'll give you a little bit of that because you have that graph.
But we're not here to talk about that. We won't go down that. We got plenty of stack collectors.
No.
In which I can, jump out of the stream.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and set up the tiger wheel for at least this first giveaway, maybe the only giveaway.
Where are we at with likes? I wish I could see.
I'll tell you here in a second. I'm sharing right now. Good. We're at 66 likes. And refreshing. Got this crazy guy here. And I see 68 likes. So if we get to 100, I'll give another quarter away. So let me go ahead and get the tiger wheel up. While I'm setting this up, guys, go ahead and comment. It'll take me a minute. So make sure you get your name in there. There we go. That's what I want to see. I want to see lots of comments. Lots of comments. It's important to get the comments in. Now, when you get a chance, make sure that you give your significant other a New Year's kiss and lots of TLC. Don't imbibe too much. Or if you do, make sure that you go ahead and don't drink and drive.
Yep. If you drink, lose your keys.
That's right.
And if you live in or around the San Antonio area and you need a driver because you've screwed that up, let me know. I'm not kidding.
He's not kidding.
Awesome.
He's actually gone out and picked up people from our community and taken them to where they needed to go. Okay. We're going ahead and picking up the participants right now.
I've lost too many friends over the years to drinking and driving. That's something I take very seriously.
I've lost too many.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Patience. Friends too, but Patience.
Oh, I don't have much patience.
Oh, I noticed that.
See, that's why, see, this is, you guys don't know this. I'm going to tell you a little bit of secret about Tiger. One day he prayed for patience, so God made him a doctor.
Ah, bum.
I knew that was coming.
Okay. What happened? Hold on.
Okay, Ellie's got to leave in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Looks. If any of these things come up with members, we'll just do it again. And it's not part. It's not. Damn. Why is it not working? Okay. Bring that down. Bring it back up. Try it again. Not even let me highlight. I guess we're going to have to do Nightbot.
Really? All the wheels? First Yankees wheel and now yours too? Again?
Well, I don't think mine is such a high-tech problem as Yankees.
No.
No, his is not a high-tech problem. His is that short circuit between the seat and the keyboard.
His brake pedal broke. That's it, right?
I'm glad you're here, AA. I have somebody on my side to play pick on Tiger.
Oh, get this. It's working now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Here, watch. Let me get over. And I have no idea why. See, it's shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Okay. So let's go ahead and spin this. Let's see who gets the silver quarter.
Loud. Loud. Loud.
I
Loud.
turned it down.
Better.
That's wicked loud, dude. I don't think you realize.
Well, I did turn it down.
Oh, you got to turn that down to like 15. It's wicked loud.
Okay, Ellie.
Ellie! All right. With
Congratulations. Make
Way to
sure you
go.
send me a claiming email for first 48 hours.
Hey, Paula Bloom. Happy New Year.
Hey, Paula, welcome. Happy New Year. It's always kind of nice to see her come into the live stream. You know, because I always think that she's just strictly collectible numismatic only. So having her come into my stacking channel is always kind of fun.
Paula's good people. And if you guys have questions about varieties, errors, or stuff like that, there's not too many people in this community that are better served for it. So direct your attention that direction. I did actually. Oh, by the way, if I have something going out for anybody, it's going out tomorrow. I didn't want to send anything during the holidays. There's just too much stuff going out. So it should be going out tomorrow.
Or actually the day after.
That'd be the day
Well,
after.
it'll be going into the mailbox tomorrow. Let me say it that way.
Okay, put it that way. Yeah. And you got my email as well?
I did.
Okay. Perfect.
I
Did-
filed it in a brown bucket.
All right.
So
Okay,
anyway,
good. Ellie knows. Okay, good.
fantastic.
Ellie, I'm glad you could join us for a little while. And Happy New Year, Ellie.
Happy New Year, everyone. So, like I said, I was only going to make this a very short live stream because, you know, Surfer's going to have a mega multiple hour stream, and I didn't want to be stepping on his toes. And besides, he's got to be really careful with his toes. He's got a new puppy, so that puppy might be chewing on his toes. Yeah, you got a puppy that's chewing on stuff too.
Indeed.
Oh, you do too? Oh, how fun.
Yeah, in fact, you're one of the people reasons that the Mrs. did her most recent post. Uh, you'd lost one of your doggies, and a lot of our other friends have lost their doggies, and I think Surfer lost one. It was like a big grouping of people who lost their dogs. The only one who technically didn't lose their dog was my friend Bill. He lost his dog, but mainly because the woman he got married shortly afterwards divorced him and took his dog from him. So
Oh,
yeah, and that dog was with him for years. He went. He
oh,
almost,
that is so.
yeah, it is. He almost took one of our black Russians.
All right.
Oh,
Logie, say hi.
oh,
Say hi. Logie, what's up? Hello.
oh.
Hey! Did I ever tell you about the new Korean cookbook?
No.
101 Ways to Walk Your Dog.
The bum.
What?
Yep, that's why they say Chinese food is good for you. You have to walk this way.
Terrible.
Terrible.
All
Mm.
right, folks. Well, I've got to get back to things. I've got to get this one back downstairs, but I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. I'll pop into Surfers for just a few minutes
Yeah,
again.
same here.
Very limited. I promised my family I was hanging out with them today. So
Yeah, and I'm gonna pop in, then I'm gonna go hang out with the wife, play some Christmas music and chill out and cuddle time and you know just enjoy for one of the very rare times of me not having to be at a workplace and away from family.
that's good.
You know, there is one good thing to having this damn disease. I get to hang out with the missus more.
Yeah, there's that.
So we're basically at an hour, which is pretty much what I wanted to do, and wish everyone a happy New Year. On the 7th of January, Orthodox Christmas, I'm going into surgery for a mastectomy. So depending on how I heal, I might be slow. That's why I'm working so very hard to get content to be set up so it can be released for all of you. I just finished a video editing, and I'm going to do another one as soon as I'm done here while I'm waiting for Surfer to invite me on board. So I want to thank you all for being here with me, and thank you, and have a happy new year. We'll see you all. We're going to dual live stream tomorrow. Once on Frosty's going to live stream from his while I'm live streaming simultaneously from mine. We're going to talk about spreadsheets. And we're going to talk mostly on Frosty's spreadsheet, which is designed mostly for a numismatic collector. Then we're going to talk about my spreadsheet on Monday on Stack Collector, which is more designed for a stacker who's talking mostly about weight and the reasons that you might want to do one way or another way. So there you go.
And for those of you who have asked, I have cleared out the general template and loaded that. So you can go to the community page, click on that. It should take you to Google Sheets. Google Sheets, you should be able to access that from any type of phone or computer. And then you'll be able to download that. You can add whatever you want. That is just the template. And so I had a number of people see the one that I was displaying. So if you want to do that, that's fine. There's plenty of apps and stuff you can do that too, but we'll talk a little bit more about that strategy. Can I plug one thing real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
The one thing that Tiger and I really would like you to do is as we grow 2026, not only Stack Collectors, but our individual channels, we have some serious milestones that we're going to want to go to. The only way we're going to get there is for you guys to help share us out. We can put out the content, we can do our live streams, but without you guys helping us, we're never going to get there. So I'm going to ask, I only need 158 subs to 7,000, really close to that. Tiger wants to be at 5K this coming year. So we got some moving to do. So again, share us out, watch those videos, comment, help us catch that algorithm and really get going. We're really wanting to see some growth in 2026.
Exactly, and I grew up. I grew a little bit during this live stream. I'm now at 2,334. So I would like, I was in the 2,320s. So thank you all for signing up as a subscriber. Make sure you do stuff more than just hit the subscriber button, because YouTube will take you out thinking you're a bot. Hit the like button, leave a comment, hit the bell notification. YouTube was like, okay, this is a real person. We'll leave that person stay.
Yeah.
And please come see the videos. We work really, really hard to try to get good stuff for all of you. I've got some really good interviews coming up. I made mention that I got word back from Lynette Zhang. She's going to be coming on board for another interview. I'm going to introduce her to Chris Pritt, because my goal is to get Chris Pritt as many contacts to get sound money in West Virginia. But while I'm doing that, I'm putting this all on my channel, because all of you who don't have sound money in your in your state, you can be calling your congressman and your senator or delegate, if they use that terminology, to build momentum to get sound money in your state, because we're in a race against time. That we're not going to have that much time if they push digital this and digital that. So by all means, make sure that you come and see the videos, both for Frosty, who went black on us, and for my channel. We're here for all of you. Okay? We're small channels, but we want to be getting the word out, just like the big channels. So please spread the word, share us out, call us out. We want to be here for all of you. Yeah, exactly. Citizens for Sound Money. I'm going to be, in fact, I just talked to Daniel Diaz. We're going to be doing some more projects together. So we're going to be going somewhere with this. Thank you, Tim. I'll look at the email when I get a moment. So have a happy new year, everyone. Stay off the road if you're going to touch the alcohol. Stay off the alcohol if you're going to touch the road. And, I'll see you all tomorrow. And thank you all for coming.
All right, all.
Yeah, you went black, dude.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Did I?
Yeah, we can't see you, man.
Well,
Yeah.
then I guess I'll never come back, because you know what they say.
The
I'm not touching that.